We have a running virtual private server called Droplet in the DigitalOcean cloud. In this lecture, I'll show you how to set up SSH public key authentication. This is a more secure way to authenticate to the server, and you can also automate some tasks like backups using rsync because it will not prompt you for the password anymore. The first step is to generate a key pair. The secret key will stay on the client and the public key will be on the server. You can generate the keys on Linux by running SSH keygen utility or on Windows by running the PuTTY key generator. I'm generating the keys on Linux. This is the droplet, so on the client, this is the client, I'm generating the key pair. SSH keygen -t from type RSA, this is a common type, -b represents the length of the keys in bigs, and use a minimum of 2048 bigs. A capital C for a comment, and I'm hitting enter. This will be the private key and I'm accepting the name. I'm hitting enter because I don't want to use a passphrase for the private key. And it's done. The private and the public keys were generated and are located in the .ssh directory from the user's home directory. This is the private key and this is the public key. The private key and the public key. The next step is to add the public key to your droplet. On DigitalOcean, you can upload your SSH public key to your account, which lets you add it to your droplets at creation time. To add an SSH public key to your DigitalOcean account, log in to your control panel and then go to Settings. Click Security and add SSH keys. And here, paste your public SSH key. Now, I'll add an SSH public key to an existing droplet to be able to log in using that key pair. So this is only for the new droplets you'll create. At the moment, I have password-based access to the server. This is the server in the DigitalOcean cloud, and this is the client, the local client. I'm copying the public key to the corresponding location on the server by running a utility called SSH copy ID. So SSH copy ID, the username, root, and the IP address of the server. It's prompting me for the root password, and after typing in the password, the contents of the public key will be appended to the authorized keys file. Let's check that the public key was appended to the authorized key file. So this is the public key on the client, and I'm checking it on the server. So cat.ssh authorized keys. And it's there. The public key is on the server. And that's all. Now I should be able to authenticate to the server using the keys. So SSH, root, and the IP address of the server. And I'm in. The public key authentication is working. I'd also recommend you to disable password authentication on the server so that it permits only public key authentication. This is more secure. So I'm opening the configuration file of the SSH daemon and changing the password authentication option to no. So vim etc ssh sshd _config. This is the configuration file of the SSH daemon. And I'm looking for password authentication. Okay. It's yes, and I'm changing it to no. I'm saving the file and restarting the server, the SSH daemon. Systemctl restart SSH. And that's all. Now it allows you to log in only using the key pair